There are 3 proven methods to lower your blood pressure instantly, and these are very useful, especially when you're going to a doctor's office and you're really nervous and your blood pressure, it's normal anytime else, but at the doctor's office it's always significantly high. You're getting white coat syndrome. So I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do while you're in the doctor's office. It only takes a couple minutes, and it will take care of all the anxiety and the stress and that elevated blood pressure that really isn't your normal blood pressure. The first thing that you can do is a carotid massage. Now, how you do this is you got to find your carotid artery. And the way to do that is if you look at the side of my neck here, there's a muscle that goes from your ear to your chest. And this is called the sternocleidomastoid muscle, or SCM. Now, the artery, the carotid artery, is in front of that muscle. So it's between your throat and that muscle. So you take your hand, you could take 2 or 3 fingers and place it in between the muscle and the throat. And you will start to feel a pulse. Once you feel that pulse, what you do is you go slightly behind it. You don't have to press directly on the artery. You go slightly behind it because that's where the nerves are. And you do a carotid massage. And what you do is you just lightly kind of do some light circles, light. That's important. You don't have to push really hard. You do some light circles like that for about 5 to 10 seconds, and sure enough, that is a proven way to lower your blood pressure and reduce anxiety because it stimulates the nerves around the carotid sinus to stimulate the parasympathetic portion of your nervous system, and thus your blood pressure goes down. Very, very useful. Now, number 2 is another important one, and this is called the Val Salva maneuver. Now, this can be overutilized and you can have extreme problems from it, but I'm going to make sure and show you the technique to use so that you don't have those problems. Here's what a Val Salva maneuver is. It essentially is a situation where you take a deep breath in and then you close your nose and you close your mouth, and it's as if you're trying to blow the air out of your mouth and strain, but you're not allowing the air to go out. So it looks like this. So what you do is you inhale through the nose, you press the nose, close your mouth, and as if you're trying to blow air out, like you're having a bowel movement or you are trying to lift something heavy. Have you ever noticed that when you try to lift something off the ground and it's heavy, you almost naturally take a deep breath in and then hold your breath as you're trying to lift it? That's exactly what you're trying to do. Now, it's important when you do the Val Salva maneuver, don't do it super strenuously. Do it very mildly. That's all it takes to lower the blood pressure. If you want to see some examples of people that have overdone it, just go on YouTube and type into the search function Val Salva maneuver, deadlifting, squat, and then you can just type in barfing or puking or pooping yourself. When weightlifters do heavy weightlifting, whether they're doing a squat or a deadlift, this is what they do to gain strength. The problem is their blood pressure can drop so forcefully that they lose control of they lose control. We'll just leave it at that. But sometimes they'll actually faint because their blood pressure drops so drastically. So don't do it like you're lifting 1,000 pounds. Do it like you're lifting 40 pounds. The third and final thing that you can do are deep breathing exercise. And there's various ways of doing deep breathing exercise, but one method is called a box breathing. And how this works is you're going to inhale for 4 seconds. That's one part of the box. Hold your breath for another 4 seconds. Exhale for 4 seconds, and then hold your breath for another 4 seconds. So it's very simple. Very simple. So you box breathe. And what you'll find is that this can help you relax. It helps your blood pressure go down. It stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system. It also will help stimulate your body to produce more nitric oxide, and that helps relax and dilate the blood vessels so that you're now in a situation at your doctor's office where you're a lot calmer, you've stimulated your parasympathetic nervous system. Now your blood pressure is going to be more representative of what's called your resting blood pressure. That's what the doctor is actually measuring. What is your blood pressure at rest? They're not trying to figure out what your blood pressure is when you run up a flight of stairs, had a cigarette and a coffee, and then jumped on the table while the nurse put the blood pressure machine on the wrong arm and just started pumping away as you have to go to the bathroom and your legs are crossed. Did I mention any problems there? That's the challenge. The blood pressure at the doctor's office is supposed to be your resting blood pressure, not your excited, overly stimulated blood pressure. So when you go to a doctor's office, you may have white coat syndrome and be overly anxious and nervous and possibly angry because you're at the doctor's office. And these three methods could definitely help. Now, if you want to know exactly how to reduce your blood pressure permanently, naturally, then there are many natural ways to do this. At the end of the video, I'm going to have a box right here that's my complete guide to lowering blood pressure naturally. No drugs whatsoever, and the majority of the methods that I teach you are totally free. So you got to wait to the end of the video, and what'll happen is you'll get that box and you will hit that and just take notes. It's a long video, but it'll definitely help you. In the meantime, I just want to let you know today's video sponsor is Magnesium Breakthrough. They make a magnesium supplement. I take it. It's got 7 different types of magnesium. There's a link down below. You get a discount. But I'll tell you what, this stuff is awesome. I take it at nighttime and it helps me sleep. It helps me recover from hard workouts. It keeps my blood pressure normal. I love this stuff. So if you want to look at what I'm taking, I mean, you could take whatever you want, but this is the stuff that I've been taking for years. It helps me tremendously, and I would highly recommend it. And of course, they help support this channel so that I can keep doing these videos for you and keep giving you this good information.